Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Star Trek Generations. This is the first TNG Star Trek film on the list. I think this is Star Trek movie 7 and there's 8, 9, and 10, so there's 4 of them. These movies have gotten very mixed reviews in the comment section of my videos, but I'm trying to go into these movies as open-minded as possible. I really love the episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. It's not going to be the end of The Next Generation on the channel once I finish the movies. You can stay tuned for some more information later, but I am really excited to get into these films. I don't know what they are about. I'm excited to see the Next Generation cast on a movie budget. I think that will be really awesome. And I know that in this movie, Captain Kirk is back. I don't know if any of the original series characters are back besides Captain Kirk, so that will be a surprise if any of those ones are back, like Spock or Dr. McCoy or anyone like that. But I know that Kirk is back, which is super exciting. I'm assuming there must be some form of time travel in this movie, considering Captain Kirk is back, because The Next Generation takes place quite a while after the original series. But yeah, I'm just hoping for a fun movie with some cool characterization for our TNG characters, and I want Picard to be awesome because he is really awesome. And before we get into his reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light and decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm gonna go like a bluey purple because I just think that will be kind of a fun color to watch this in. I don't really know why I feel like purple. It's just the space in the background of the thumbnail I'm getting on Paramount Plus is like a bluey purple, and so that's what I'm gonna go with. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, Star Trek Generations. I'm excited for Kirk, I'm excited for Picard, I'm excited for Riker, excited for Data, excited for every other TNG character. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction to Star Trek 7 or Star Trek Generations. Star Trek Generations. Let's go. We're starting off very mysterious and creepy and eerie. What is that, like a wine bottle floating in space? Is this a wine bottle floating in space? I think it is a wine bottle floating in space, guys. What the heck? Why is it in space? Oh no, not the wine bottle! Oh, but on the Enterprise? Oh, nice. Oh, look at that sexy beast of a ship.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Wait. Oh my days, it's Captain James T. Kirk.
I'd like to welcome you all aboard.
It's our pleasure.
I just want you to know.
Oh my
how
god,
excited we are.
it's oh my god, in the background.
Maiden voyage. I remember reading.
Ah, it's Chekhov. Sit in it. Sit in the chair.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My father's told me some
Oh my days, no way.
Incredible. Congratulations, Ensign. It wouldn't be the Enterprise without a Sulu at the helm.
No, it wouldn't. I agree. Except for the 6th movie when he was not at the helm.
Find time for a family.
Well, like you always say, if something's important, you make the time.
Yeah, that's true. You do say that.
Take us out.
Ah, take us out. Let's go. I bet they're all putting that in the papers. Headline, take us out. Captain Kirk returns to Enterprise. This one isn't as beautiful as the original series one, though. I will still stand by that. I don't like the hump at the bottom. I will still stand by that.
Any tests on the warp drive system?
We're picking up a distress call, Captain.
Well, go check it out.
Signal the closest starship. We're in no condition to mount a rescue.
You can't do that with Kirk on board.
I guess it's up to us. Helm.
Yes.
Lay in an intercept course and engage.
He's not up to the task. Look at him, though. He's shaking in his baby leather boots.
On screen.
Oh, what the heck? That looks sick. It's like a spaghetti noodle in space.
Their hulls are starting to buckle under the stress. They won't survive much longer.
Oh, well, there goes one of them.
Try generating a subspace field around the ships. That might.
Oh, they're still both there. Never mind.
It's not having any effect, sir. I think
Sir,
Let
the
her
starboard
be
vessel's hull is
captain.
collapsing.
Oh, there goes one. Oh, man. See you later, alligator.
Captain Kirk, I would appreciate any suggestions you might have.
Yes!
Second, turn that damn thing off.
I'm so glad to see Kirk back in the captain's seat.
I'm having trouble locking onto them. They appear to be in some sort of temporal flux.
Oh, what?
Phasing to where?
To the
Sir, their
future.
hull's collapsing.
Beam them out of there, Scott.
Beam them out of there, Scotty. Oh, no. You did not do it, did you?
I got 47
Oh.
out of 150.
Oh.
Trailing edge of the ribbon.
Whoa, what the heck? This is so sexy.
Excuse me.
Wait, is that Whoopi? Is that Whoopi?
Can I help you?
Oh my god, it is my woman Whoopi Goldberg.
We're losing main power.
Load torpedo bays. Prepare to fire. My command.
Captain, we don't have any torpedoes.
Oh my god, they don't come till Tuesday. Why is the music so epic? Come on, Kirk! Ah, nice. Ooh, nice. Oh no! Oh wow, that looks so good.
Right, I'm increasing power to compensate.
Good job, Sulu Jr.
You did it, Kirk! Damage report, Ensign.
There's some
Oh,
buckling
no.
on the starboard and a
What if Kirk died?
13, 14, and 15.
That's where Kirk was.
My God. Was anyone
no.
in here?
Oh no. Okay, but he's not dead. Because he died off screen. And you would not kill James T. Kirk off screen. So where is he? Wow, what a sexy shot. That just shows the scale of the Enterprise right there. Oh, that was awesome. "78 years later." Okay, so now we're in the future with Picard and stuff, probably. What? What? Why? Oh, it's Worf. Hey, Worf. He's looking good in that suit, by the way.
Most seriously, that he has earned the admiration and respect of the entire crew.
Yeah, and that is a crime for sure.
Have mercy on your soul.
What the heck is this? This some type of rite of passage promotion ceremony?
Lower the badge of office.
Oh, he's gotta get it. How is he supposed to get that? That's 5,000 feet in the air. Oh wow, he can jump. He's Superman, man.
Computer, remove the plank.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, is this on the Enterprise?
In the moment. Do something unexpected.
Okay,
Get
so he's
it?
gonna be spontaneous by the end of this movie for sure. Oh my god, or just right now. Or just right now. Everyone jump in, everyone jump in.
All hands make sail. To Gamsels and courses. Stand by the braces.
I don't know, I thought it was funny, Data. I kinda thought it was funny.
Computer arch.
Oh yeah, okay, this is on the Enterprise. Oh, he just read some crazy news.
They say they're under attack. Red alert! All hands to battle stations, Captain Picard.
I hope they wear these outfits for the whole movie, because they kinda look good in them. You can see the effects budget. You can see the effects budget in this movie, that's for sure.
You begin an investigation. I'll be in my ready room.
Sir,
Make it so.
just do it.
What happened? What was the message? He is in shock right now, Picard. I've never seen him like this. Not really, at least.
That narrows it down to Romulan, Breen, Klingon.
I hope it's the Borg. Oh.
I'm Commander William Riker from
you?
the Starship Enterprise.
You look familiar.
Tolian Soren.
Who attacked you, Doctor?
Maybe he's not familiar. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Oh, what the heck? That's so disturbing.
This emotion chip may be the only answer.
Oh my god. Okay, so you must have gotten this in an episode somewhere, sometime, somehow.
Jordy.
I'm so glad it seems like the movie is choosing to focus on Data as well as Picard and maybe Kirk's story as well. Because they're the most interesting characters in my opinion.
Inform Starfleet Command. You want me to contact Starfleet?
Yeah, why not you?
I told him you were very busy. He said it was absolutely imperative that he speak with you right away.
Understood. That'll be all.
Are you gonna speak with him or like what's the deal? Oh my god, he's smiling. Look at him. He has emotions. Full emotions.
Gentlemen.
It's Whoopi,
Something
she's
new
here.
from
Okay, so this must be before the events at the start of the movie then, I'd assume.
Yes, that is it.
I hate this.
Oh, look how happy he is. This is so weird. This is so weird to see him like this, but it's so nice.
Stop. We're still conducting our investigation into the attack. As soon as that is complete, then I will allow you and your colleagues.
Dude, he is aggressive at the moment.
They say time is the fire in which we burn.
Wow, that is not cryptic and scary at all.
We leave so many things unfinished in our lives. I know you understand.
Why, is Picard dying? Does he get news that he's dying or something? Do you know her? This guy kind of reminds me of the other guy who was on the ship at the start of the movie. Who was like, I need to get back to the ship. I need to get back to the ship. Was that him? Is that him? Is that how he knows Whoopi? I'm so confused, but I want to learn.
What are you talking about?
During the Farpoint mission. We were all...
During the Farpoint mission, that was so long ago.
Farpoint? Data, that was 7 years ago.
Jeez Louise.
Very funny.
I don't like Data like this. It's kind of creepy.
I can see the separation with my visor.
There appears to be a dampening
Whoa.
field in operation.
His mood has just changed. He was laughing like crazy 5 seconds ago. Oh, never mind. He's still laughing.
You could say
I have a magnetic personality.
Oh my god, now he's a joker as well. Look at him. He's an impractical prankster.
Data. Come take a look at this, will you?
This is why the guy needs to get back to the ship.
No, Jordy, I have not. Have you?
Data, you need to stop joking for a second, okay? You need to stop joking.
Mr. Tri.
Take that chip out of his head right now.
I think something is wrong.
Oh. Oh, what the heck? This is kind of creepy. His face, scarring me for life.
LaForge to Enterprise.
Gentlemen, is there a problem?
No, boo.
Yes, come.
I think someone died in his family.
Robert. So opinionated.
Seemed like a nice guy too.
I was going to get together with them all next month.
Oh.
I've come to feel that Renee was as close as I would get to having a child of my own.
Oh. And he had kids of his own in the inner light. Oh.
Right. Yes, that's it exactly.
But now there's no more Picards.
Recently I'd become very much aware that there were fewer days ahead than there are behind. But I took some comfort.
Whoa, what the heck was that? I love the lighting change on his face before we see what happened. That was awesome. Also, that scene, Picard's, oh my god, his acting, Sir Patrick Stewart's acting is crazy.
How long before the shockwave hits the observatory?
4 minutes, 40 seconds.
Go, go, go. Oh my god, this is kind of sick.
Sir, a Klingon bird of prey is decloaking off the port bow.
Klingon, oh, are these gonna be those sisters?
See if you can get to Geordi.
He's scared. Oh no, oh no. No, not those two. It sounds like a woman. Do you think it's like those Klingon sisters? Oh, this movie budget epic.
Wait!
Yeah. Is that her?
Wait.
I think so. I'm so glad I watched the episodes. I'm so glad I watched the episodes before watching the movies.
Without my research, the trilithium is worthless, as are your plans.
Drug dealers, when they're selling the drug lithium, hey, you want to try lithium? Oh, that was not funny.
An Elorian, over 300 years old. He lost his entire family when the Borg destroyed his...
Okay, so he didn't go, whoa. Oh, so he remembers Whoopi from the past then. So Whoopi didn't travel back in time. He just remembers her from the past, because Whoopi's also old.
Rescued by the Enterprise B.
Yeah.
That was a mission where James Kirk was killed.
I checked...
No, he's not dead. There's no way. Is he actually?
Destroyed that ship.
Okay.
It was not just some random phenomena traveling through the universe.
Like not a random spaghetti noodle?
To another place that we call the Nexus.
What's the Nexus?
And once I realized that wasn't possible, I learned to live with that.
What about Soren?
But Soren is still going. There's only room in this galaxy for one star, Soren.
I'm gonna want to come back.
I wonder if we'll see the Nexus in this movie. That'd be interesting. I'm expecting like just white. You know when people go into like heaven or something and it's just like white and then just a person there? That's what I'm expecting the Nexus to look like, if we see the Nexus.
It's not very stylish, though, is it?
I think it's kind of stylish.
As a race of listeners, we listen.
That would be why they call you listeners.
Dr. Crusher has informed me that Data's emotion chip has been fused into his neural net and cannot be removed.
Fused? Oh, man.
Anything that was affected by the star's destruction, no matter how insignificant. Data?
Please do your job.
I'm overwhelmed with feelings of remorse and regret.
I mean, if he's never experienced it before, then yeah, he's gonna have a lot of them. It's gonna be very overwhelming.
Passing through this region would have to make a minor course correction.
A minor course correction?
What? What's on your mind?
I cannot continue with this investigation. I wish to be deactivated until Dr. Crusher can remove the emotion chip.
He's like dying. Look at him.
Sir, I no longer want these emotions.
Part of having feelings is learning to integrate them into your life, Data.
Yeah, he's speaking the truth.
You're an officer on board this ship, and I require you to perform your duty. That is an order, Commander.
Picard raises his voice. It's epic. I get chills.
The ribbon has either been destroyed or severely damaged.
Huh. I want to see the ribbon again.
That the collapse of the Viridian star would produce a shockwave similar to the one we observed at Amagosa.
And it would destroy all the planets. Oh my days.
Population?
230 million, sir.
Jeez Louise. Oh my god, and they're pre-industrial, so you probably don't want them to see starships and stuff.
When do we get our payment?
Your payment is to see my beautiful face. That's what you should say.
There's no time for this. Eliminate them.
That is a galaxy-class starship.
Yeah, you are not gonna beat them.
Decide if a 20-year-old Klingon bird of prey can be a match for the Federation flagship.
Perhaps they're on the surface.
They're not yet.
Burton. It will take us between 8 and 15 seconds to lock our weapons onto it.
Which is not enough time.
Way to get to Soren.
Klingon vessel decloaking directly ahead, sir.
Okay, look at you. They look sexy.
Quite upset if an armed away team interrupted him.
Then I will beam to your ship and you can transfer.
Riker's about to fist fight them.
The captain would make a much more valuable hostage.
Yeah, I agree.
Coordinates, Captain.
Energize.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Picard is on the surface of the planet.
Welcome, Captain.
Hey, Sword, how you doing?
Soren!
Oh my days. That kind of scared me a little bit.
Put it on, viewer. It's working.
Oh my god, he's like a spy.
Human females are so repulsive.
It's just a person who looks like they have a face hugger on their head.
No, Data, you haven't. You've been behaving like a human.
Oh, that must make him a little happy.
Believe me, this is the only one.
Okay, let's not launch that.
You know, there was a time when I wouldn't hurt a fly. Then the Borg came.
The Borg really do mess people up.
You will too, Captain. Aren't you beginning to feel time gaining on you?
There's some really great tracking shots in this movie.
The Nexus?
Time has no meaning there.
You can be immortal in the Nexus.
He must be the only engineer in Starfleet who doesn't go to engineering.
Oh.
Where are you?
I'd buy his album, I swear. Put it up for sale. I'd buy it.
7.4. Adjust our torpedo frequency to match. 257.4.
Okay, so if you get the shield frequency right, then you can just penetrate the shields. Oh.
Lock phasers and return fire.
Fire! Oh my god, this is so epic. I love Star Trek space battles.
Ionic pulse. It might reset the coil and trigger the cloaking device. Excellent idea, sir.
Okay, let's not get excited. Let's do it.
Hit them the instant they begin to cloak. I see. We get one shot at this. Target their primary reactor.
Oh, I love Riker in action. Oh no!
Get quick!
Oh man, that guy got tossed. Fire, fire, fire.
Fire.
Ah, yes. Explode them, explode them. Nice hit, nice hit. Oh, they're all dead. Oh wait, they're all dead. The sisters are dead. I didn't expect them all to die. Jeez, Riker takes no prisoners. Don't be on his bad side.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
No, not really. What? Can you get through the hole? Is there no force field there? Oh my god, you suck, man.
Everybody out! Let's move! Let's move! Here we go!
Get under the door!
Deanna, evacuate everyone to the saucer section. Mr. Data?
Oh my god, are they gonna separate? I love it when they separate.
Let's go. Take them out, quick.
The music is so intense right now.
Yes?
There's no one here with these kids. Let's get them to the Jeffries Coop.
Oh my god, I love this guy so much. No, the teddy bear! Ah, nice. We got a beautiful countdown.
I have an appointment with eternity, and I don't want to be late.
I bet he was planning on what to say to Captain Picard the whole time he was up there. He was like, what do I say? Do I say goodbye? Do I say ciao? Do I say appointment with eternity? What do I say? Ooh! Oh no! That's half the Enterprise gone. That's actually so sad. That's like losing half your friend. Or if your friend gets cut in half, that's what it's like. Because you guys can relate to that.
Oh, shit.
That's some swearing. I don't think I've ever heard swearing in Star Trek. Oh no. I think you actually helped. Okay. Well, I hope Picard got out.
Everybody on the bed.
Oh my god, this is so epic!
Attempting to level our descent! All hands, brace for impact!
I have chills, I have chills. Oh! Oh! Oh, mate, that looks so cool. be a Star Trek Beyond, the third J.J. Abrams movie, even though it's not even directed by J.J. Abrams. This is a great model work. This is great miniature work. Oh my god, I loved how intense that was. The close-ups, the sweat in their eyes, the fire behind them, the red and orange light. Oh, it was so good. It was so sexy. Sexy is the word of the video. Okay, good. Okay, good. Our core characters have survived. That is so cool. Well done, Picard. Oh, never mind. Do better. It's the line! Oh no, the star's gonna explode and they're gonna kill 230 million people. No, no, no. Actually, his plan worked. I don't believe it. His plan worked. Wow, what a crazy visual though. Do you think Captain Kirk is in the Nexus as well? That's an insane visual. This looks great. Oh, they're gone. No, but what about these guys? No, no, no. Everyone is dead.
What?
Everyone is dead. He has to go back in time now and stop it. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's almost Christmas actually. Star Trek Generations, a Christmas movie maybe?
Cup of Earl Grey.
Of course it's Earl Grey.
This one's for you.
Oh, thank you very much, Renee.
It's a wig, because you need hair. I have chills right now. You think this is the Nexus? This is the blanket of joy that you never want to leave? This is what he's always wanted, a family? A lot of Christmas trees outside.
This can't be real.
It's as real as you want it to be.
Whoopee! Hello.
What's going on?
His perfect ideal situation is with Whoopi as well.
Papa, thank you for the doll.
You're welcome. Your mom chose it. I had nothing to do with the gift. Every dad ever. The music is giving me like chills. Ah, it's so nice. I'm so nice to see him so happy.
I don't understand.
Well, as I said, time has no meaning here.
You can go anywhere in time.
And from his point of view, he just got here too.
Oh my god, it's Kirk. Hello, my guy. Can't wait for them to team up and talk to each other. It's gonna be so surreal.
Beautiful day.
Look at this. This is too crazy for me, guys.
You smell something burning?
His ideal home is kind of, it looks like, remember in Star Trek 5 when he was climbing the mountains and stuff like that, and then they were having the camping with Spock and Bones? That's what his ideal life looks like.
You would consider the future, the 24th century.
The dog is agreeing.
The day I told her I was going back to Starfleet.
Oh. So this is right before the first movie then.
Second shelf to the left. Behind the oregano.
Yeah, let the man cook at least while you talk.
That you died saving the Enterprise B from an energy rip 80 years ago.
You say this is the 24th century. And I'm dead. I was out saving the galaxy when your grandfather was in diapers. Besides which, I think the galaxy owes me one.
Wow, he's got such an old man sensibility. Oh, wow. That is a change. That is a crazy door.
This is not your bedroom.
No, it's not.
Antonia is actually a horse. Yes, get on a horse. Our two captains on a horse. When would you ever think about this? I would never have guessed. Wow, that is beautiful. And the music, I have chills again for the music, man. He's like, do the jump again. That was fun.
She isn't real either, is she? Nothing here is. Nothing here matters.
Can you get hurt in the Nexus? Like, if he fell down that hole, would he get hurt?
It takes you off the bridge of that ship because while you're there, you can make a difference.
Yeah, baby.
Who am I to argue with the captain of the Enterprise?
Ah, bop, 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 bop. Ah, let's go.
Like that. Sounds like fun.
Let's do it, boys. Our two captains back at it again. This is so cool. Oh, that's how he disappeared. That's why he wasn't there anymore, because he gets teleported to the top of the mountain. Oh, yeah.
He's James T. Kirk.
Ah. Oh, God.
And if I'm not too much mistaken, you're dead.
Not anymore, son. Picard is falling down these rocks quite a bit in this movie. That's like the third time that he's rolled down these rocks. Oh, nice. Oh, ow. Boo. It's still there though, guys. It's there. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Ah. Oh, there's a ribbon. There's a ribbon. Oh, nice. Captain saving Captain.
You never make that by yourself. We have to work together.
We are working together. Trust me.
Oh my God, this is so epic. This is so epic. It's like the horse jump, but in real life. Oh, he got it. Nice. Oh no. Oh no. Again, off screen. He's not dead yet. Don't fire it. If you fire it, it's gonna destroy you, probably. Oh God. Ooh, nice explosions. Star Trek, nice explosions, man. Soren is soaring into the sky into pieces because he was obliviated. He is gone. Obliterated. Not obliviated, obliterated. Yeah, he's just chilling there. He's like, what's up? I'm just relaxing.
We made a difference. Thank you.
Wait, what if he dies though, for real?
At least I could do. For the captain of the Enterprise. It was fun.
The Enterprise herself cannot be salvaged.
No!
It has been extremely difficult, Counselor.
There better be a stupid Enterprise in the next movie or I'm gonna sue everyone.
Spot!
Oh.
Yes! Yes! That's it, number one. Thank you.
Oh, his book, his family book.
I rather believe that time is a companion who goes with us on the journey. Reminds us to cherish every moment, because it'll never come again. What we leave behind is not as important as how we've lived. Somehow I doubt that this will be the last ship to carry the name Enterprise.
No, they're gonna do a new model for the next movie, aren't they? Oh, that is Star Trek Generations. I really like that movie. I can't even lie to you guys. I really like that movie. If any of the movies are like this or better than this, I'm gonna really like them. So there you go. I enjoyed that a lot. My nose is running from Captain Kirk dying. And that was my reaction to Star Trek Generations, the 1994 sci-fi action Star Trek film starring Patrick Stewart, Jonathan Frakes, Michael Dorn, William Shatner, Brent Spiner, Gates McFadden, and LeVar Burton, as well as some sneaky other cameos at the start of the movie from the original series cast members. I don't know if this review is going to be controversial or if it's not going to be controversial, but I feel like my reviews to every single one of these movies is going to be controversial because of how divided people are in the comment section of my YouTube videos. But I really like this movie, and I'm just gonna flat out say it. I don't care if people hate this movie. I don't care if people dislike this movie. This movie may have some problems. Sure, yes, this movie sure has some problems. But this movie was so entertaining, and I enjoyed this movie so much. I don't know, I found this movie so fascinating. It was so fun, it was entertaining, it was a wild ride from start to finish. I found the concept of the Nexus really interesting. The integration of Kirk and the original series cast members was great. I thought they did a good job with that as well. I thought Picard was great. I thought the Enterprise looked cool. The effects were awesome. They were definitely a step up in budget from the TV show. They looked amazing. The other characters I thought were really cool in this movie as well, and I thought the music was bopping. So yeah, I really liked this movie, and if all the other Star Trek movies, like Next Generation movies, are like this movie, either better, maybe a little bit worse, but are around this level of quality, then I think I'm going to really enjoy the Next Generation movies. I don't know, maybe some of them are a lot worse than this movie. Maybe this is one of the better The Next Generation movies, but yeah, I really enjoyed this movie, and so when we go to the reviews in a second, I am going to be very shocked because the reviews for this movie are pretty bad. Okay, so 6.6 out of 10 is the audience score and 48% is the critic score. That means only 48%, less than half of critics gave this movie a positive score, while 6.6 out of 10, which is a very mediocre score, which is why I said this review may be controversial, because it seems like people are dead set of calling this movie very mid. Probably a lot of people hate this movie. Some people probably like this movie. I don't know how many people love this movie. I just really like this movie. I can't really understand the 48% from critics. I just don't understand that. I don't understand why they're being so hard on this movie. It was entertaining. It was so much fun. This is a movie that I'd want to watch in the movie theaters, and I'm trying to think why I like this movie so much. I don't really want to think on it too hard because I know I was entertained, and this movie entertained me, and even if there are some flaws, it was still fun. But maybe it's because this movie is kind of leaning into more action. Maybe it's because it resembles a little bit more of the Star Trek that I grew up on, which was the J.J. Abrams Star Trek universe. And now I say that, all of you guys are like, oh, you grew up on the J.J. Abrams Star Trek. I mean, obviously, look how young I am. I had to have grown up on. Those are the movies that came out while I was growing up. But maybe it's because the movie feels a little bit more closely linked to the J.J. Abrams universe in terms of how the films are made, a little bit more action-oriented in terms, and then character-oriented. But I also think it was just a fairly well-made movie. The sets were great in this movie. Picard was awesome in this movie. I thought the emotion was there. I did feel a lot of emotion at the heart of this movie. And so I don't really understand why people are being so hard on it. Maybe you guys can give me a really nice rundown of why you dislike this movie, if you dislike this movie, because a lot of people were so adamant in the comment sections that these movies are awful and that I should just not even bother watching these movies and just continue on with the Next Generation TV show, which is fair because, I mean, the Next Generation TV show is great, but I also thought this movie was great. So I would love to hear why people really hate this movie. And then if anyone likes this movie in there, if anyone feels brave enough to, like me, to say that they really like this movie, they think this movie is great, please also add your comments. I would love to hear them as well. I would like to touch on one thing that I disliked before I get to just a lot of the things that I liked about this movie, because when I like a movie that is usually hated, I don't like to say a lot of the bad things about it because I want to try and give it a little bit of a better reputation. I did this with movies like Willow and stuff like that, and I'm going to probably do that with this one as well. But there was one thing that I do really wish they would have changed in this movie, and that is Captain Kirk's death. It just didn't feel like it hit the way it should have. He is a legacy character. He's a character that we've seen since the beginning of the movie, since the beginning of the shows, from the Star Trek started with his character, basically, right? And this movie is a passing of the torch, so it makes sense that Captain Kirk dies in this movie, or in some way retires from the movies and shows, and so it makes sense to me that he dies in this movie. It is a fitting end to the character. However, it was the way that his death came about I did not like. It felt so passive. You know, it felt like an afterthought, like, oh yeah, we should probably kill Captain Kirk too. He dies, he doesn't have any kind of monologue, he says like 2 lines, they're not really impressive lines or anything, he's just kind of like, I helped you guys, right? And I know he was saying that earlier in the episode, like, ever since I've left the seat of the Enterprise, I haven't felt like I've helped anyone, I felt like I haven't done anything for anyone, and I've just been like sitting there, right? It makes sense. And when he says like, did I help people and stuff like that, I'm glad I helped people, it kind of, you know, came full circle for his little character arc in this movie. However, it didn't really work in terms of a good death for him, because he kind of then just died, and then there was like 10 seconds of funeral for him, and then the movie just moved on, and then we got Joji the cat being saved or something like that. And so, I don't know, it just felt very lackluster for a character that, well, I personally haven't been around him too long. I watched the 6 Star Trek movies, and if he's popped up in anything else, then maybe I've seen some of it, but basically I've known him for the 6 Star Trek movies. But for people who have been with him since the very first episode of the original series, watching that death, if I felt like that death was lackluster, I can't imagine how other people would feel about that death. It just, there was no build up to it. He just kind of fell off a cliff. He got crushed. Yes, he did it saving millions of people. It was very heroic, but it just didn't feel like, imagine the Spock death in Wrath of Khan. Spock's death in the Wrath of Khan is so well done. It is so dramatic and poignant and sad and beautiful, and it lasts so long. It lingers with the characters. But Kirk's death is about 10 seconds long, and then moving on to the next thing, because this isn't about Kirk, this is about everything else, even though this movie, it should be a little bit about Kirk because he's in the movie. I don't know, it didn't work for me. I wish they changed it. I wish they made it more just emotional, I guess is what I'm saying. But the things that I did like about this film, the music, the music was so good in this movie. It was definitely different than other Star Trek soundtracks. It felt a lot more orchestral, a lot more loud and action-y in a way, but that's because there was a lot more action in this movie in general. But it was so nice. There were so many moments in this movie where I was getting chills because of the music. Some of the visuals accompanying the music were beautiful, but I don't usually get chills from visuals. I usually just go, wow, that's a nice visual, but then it's some music that accompanies it makes go, whoa, that was a nice visual. You're like, whoa. So that happened like 5 or 6 times in this movie, which is a lot of times, by the way. I don't know if you know that, but that's a lot of times to get chills in a movie. So I think the music was incredible. It was very magical at times, but again, when the action was happening, it didn't feel like generic action movie music. It still felt like there was a purpose behind the music for each sequence of action, instead of just like generic, like bang, 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 like loud, brash music to get you into the mood, you know? So I really enjoyed the music for that aspect as well, because it felt like there was a purpose behind every song. And yeah, I thought the composer did a great job. The visuals as well, such a step up from the show, and even a step up from the original series movies, Star Trek's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The visuals in those movies are great. I won't deny it. The visuals in those movies are great. But this was definitely a step up. Also, 1994, it is a later movie to be released. But the effects of this movie, I didn't feel like they aged that poorly. Like, they still looked really good. I was never pulled out of the movie because of a bad effect. And I think ILM worked on this movie, and that makes a lot of sense because ILM is an incredible visual effects industry, or I guess company, not industry. The visual effects would be the industry that they're in, but they did such a good job with this movie. The Enterprise looked fantastic when it was crashing into the planet. The music, first of all, was going so ham. I loved the shots when it would cut inside to our main focus characters, and there would be like sweat dripping down their head, and everything would be shaking, and the light would like be this dimly lit red orange light flame shooting in the background. They were just these really gritty epic shots, and it would cut out, and it is like this beautifully detailed model slamming into the ground, the dirt flying everywhere. It was filmed so well. pretty much practically that crash, and it was great. But when they're in space as well, like at the start, and the Nexus rope spaghetti noodle thing was flying across space and the ships were in the middle and they were exploding, or when the lightning bolts were kind of hitting the ship and it was exploding out to the side, that looked fantastic. It did not look, I mean, it looked like, obviously it was visual effects, but it didn't look dated is what I'm trying to say, and that was really cool. I also thought the directing in this movie was way better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't know who the director was. I didn't have any expectations for the directing, but there were so many really nice long take shots in this movie that were very, very subtle. And if you know me, I love a good long take. I think every person who's into film loves a good long take. I think they can be overused in movies. I don't think they were overused in this one. I think they really allowed for us to get a sense of the scenery, I get a sense of what the characters are feeling, and it allowed the actors to act very nicely on screen without the hindrance of a bunch of cuts. There were a lot of moments where the camera would just kind of be floating with the characters through the bridge, following them of the Enterprise, and you know, and it was really nice because you just got to see them walk around, talk to people, other characters would come into frame, come out of frame, and it was very engaging as well because the camera wasn't just statically sitting there. It was very fluid, very dynamic, and it just was really nice. It added a lot of life to the movie, and again, it felt like people cared about this movie. It wasn't just some really big blockbuster movie that you would get your paychecks off of, which is what a lot of blockbuster movies feel like today. This movie had a lot of heart in the core of the story, with Data and his emotions, with Picard and the family stuff, as well as Picard grappling with the idea of time. But behind the scenes as well, you could feel the emotion. You could feel like the director actually cared about this. The visual effects team put their all into this movie. The score didn't feel generic. It felt like there was purpose in the score. Like, it did feel like there was a lot of passion put into this movie. Even if it's not your favorite Star Trek movie, you can't deny that. The inside of the Nexus was also really interesting, and I don't necessarily know how I feel about it for Picard and stuff like that, because Picard and wanting a family, or I guess that whole want for a family, I feel like is, I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't know how the rest of the show goes. I've only seen a few episodes, and I saw the finale, of course, and I saw the Inner Light, but between then and then, I don't know how the rest of the show goes. But he's already had family in the past. I know he hasn't had one in, you know, where he is today, but in the Inner Light, he goes back and has a family, right? So I feel like Picard at least would understand the importance of time, and the death of Robert and Robert's son wouldn't affect him as the movie portrays it, because Picard has been through so much. He must at this point understand that time. There was a really nice line that he said though, where he's like, there are less days in front than there are behind. Now that was a really nice line, and it got me thinking, like, I wonder when that point in my life would be where I reach the point where there are equal number of days behind as I have ahead. That would be so weird, where you're like exactly halfway through your life. Obviously you would never be able to know that, but that would be really weird. I hope that already hasn't happened. But I just feel like Picard would be more aware of time and the importance of time just from his experiences, because it felt like in this that he never experienced anything that had to do with time, when he was literally in the Inner Light, sent back 1,000 years to hang out with the civilization that got destroyed, and he made a family with them and stuff, and then they all died. So like, I felt like he should understand this, but he didn't, and it was just a little strange to me. But I still enjoyed the concept of the Nexus. Okay, I don't really know who I'm going to talk about in the cast, because everyone did such a fantastic job. I'll touch on William Shatner and Patrick Stewart because they are our main guys, but everyone else I will not talk about, because then I'll probably end up talking about everyone. It's going to take me like 50 minutes to do this review. But William Shatner as James T. Kirk, I thought was great in this movie. It was so fun to have him back, and it felt like he hit his stride immediately. He did not seem out of practice of being out of practice of being William Shatner, but obviously he is William Shatner. Out of practice of being James T. Kirk. He was great in it. He had so much confidence. I liked when the other captain was needing help, and James T. Kirk was walking around like trying to help, but then he didn't know if he had the power to help. And then when the captain's like, I would appreciate your advice, he's like, okay, let's do this. It just like, boom, snapped back in. I really like that. I like that he showed the will to care, but he was still a little reckless. He's still the same old Kirk that we left. And then at the end, obviously sacrificing himself to save millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, is a very Kirk thing to do. I wish his death was done a little bit better because it did feel a little lackluster. But William Shatner did a fantastic job as Kirk. And Patrick Stewart, Sir Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard. What a fantastic actor. There were so many times in this movie where Picard acted his chops off. He was just amazing. There were some monologues that were great. He had some great line deliveries. He was so intense when he found out that his family had died, but he wasn't telling anyone yet, and he was like super angry and frustrated and very emotional, but kind of holding it in, and he was lashing out at people. That was so good. He was, oh my god, he was giving me chills every time he spoke. I mean, he does that in the TNG show as well, but in this movie, he was fantastic. And I think he brought a lot of emotion to this movie, along with Data. Brent Spiner as Data did a fantastic job as well. And it was so weird seeing Data act all emotional and stuff. And I don't know, it was kind of freaky, to be honest, but I think he will keep the emotional chip in for the rest of the movies. It didn't seem like he was going to take that out. So we're going to see definitely a more human side of Data. It was also very satisfying seeing Data fully become human or start to fully embrace humanity at this point after so many episodes of him wanting to be human. And of course, I haven't seen a lot of the episodes where he really strives to be human, or maybe his artificial intelligence self is being put up to the test, but I can imagine what it is like, and then also from the episodes I have seen get some context into that. And for me, it was very satisfying. So for people watching the show, it must have been super satisfying to see him finally embrace these emotions that he's been longing for so long. Yeah, and then back to Patrick Stewart, he was also fantastic, so you know, props to him. And that is my reaction and review to Star Trek Generations, the 1994 sci-fi action Star Trek film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I think next one is Star Trek 8 First Contact. I think I've heard a lot of people say First Contact is the best one, so that will be really interesting for me to watch. And yeah, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next Star Trek reaction.